Hey everyone, my name is Molly Griffin, and today we're going to talk about the various social psychology theories and motivation in relation to human computer interaction. The first concept I'd like to point out is the concept of social loafing. Basically, this is when people work less hard to accomplish a group goal as opposed to an individual goal. Reasons for this can include that the individual might feel their work is redundant or being replicated. Also, individuals may feel that their contributions are incapable of being distinguished from others. This effect tends to occur once a group exceeds 6 to 8 members. This, in turn, leads us to consider the collective effort model, which was developed by Carew and Williams and identifies the circumstances in which individuals will be less inclined to socially loaf. This include an individual's belief that their efforts do contribute to the group's success overall. Also, the individual must believe that their contributions can be individually identified. And finally, the individual must like the group as a whole. Bennett et al.'s first study examined some of these conditions, specifically emphasizing the uniqueness of Movie Lens participants' contributions and the benefits of rating movies in an attempt to motivate users to participate more frequently. Essentially, 830 active users were identified, including members who had rated at least three rarely rated movies. Users received an email informing them that their tastes were either rare and especially valuable as a direct result, or somewhat typical but also equally valuable. Users also received emails in relation to the benefits of rating movies. The self benefit email informed users that the more the individual rated, the better the tool was at identifying movies that the individual would likely enjoy in the future. The other benefit email informed users that the more the individual rated, the more the community would benefit from receiving accurate recommendations for the future. Finally, the self and other email combined the two messages, and the no email or no benefit email group did not receive any of these messages. Ultimately, Bennett et al. Identified that the uniqueness email was an extremely effective motivator. Participants who received this email rated 18% more movies than individuals who did not, and a 40% increase occurred in the rarely rated movie category specifically. However, the benefits email prompt seemed to have the opposite effect on the number of movies rated, with individuals who received this email rating an average of 16.36 movies in comparison to individuals who fell into the no benefits email category, who rated an average of 28.28 movies. Bennett et al. Noted that by reminding Movie Lens users of the benefits of providing ratings, it may undermine their intrinsic motivation to do so. Similarly, by bringing up the benefits to the individual who most frequently rate rare movies, it may have made these individuals feel like their ratings weren't as widely applicable or relevant. Binin et al. Also completed a second study to review the impact of goal specificity, individual versus group goals, and the effect of more challenging goals on the number of movies an individual was willing to rate. Goal setting theory emphasizes that goals must be relatively difficult, context appropriate, and immediate. So, in the goal specificity category, individual participants received an email prompting the individual to either do their best or to rate 8, 16, 32, or 64 movies. Individuals assigned to a group setting were prompted to rate 80, 160, 320, or 640 movies. When reviewing the results, it is important to note that one outlier who rated 601 movies in the Do Your Best category was excluded. This left a total of 883 participants. The most important finding in the study was that goal specificity does matter, with users who had an assigned goal rating of an average of 13.9 movies and users who had no assigned goal rating an average of 10.3 movies. However, participants with group goals rated more than those with comparable individual goals, which contradicts expectations associated with social loafing and the collective effort model. Finally, when reviewing the difficulty of the goals, Binnen et al. Expected that the ratings would increase up to a specific point and then decline when reaching the highest challenge goal category. Ultimately, the researchers believe that a less attainable goal might have clearly demonstrated a reduced motivational effect. Binnen et al. Do address a couple of constraints that may have influenced the findings, including that the emails may have needed clearer wording or that an email alone was not a strong enough of an intervention. Additionally, the researchers point out that the goal of collective effort theory in the social sciences versus the world of human computer interaction world is different, and that the designers may have inadvertently influenced participants to be more motivated by naming the group the Explorers. Finally, the fact that the design relies on multiple features that vary simultaneously may have changed the outcome of these studies, as these theories identify isolated main effects but not interaction effects or the effects of context. Other studies continue to look at social loafing and motivation in relation to posting in online communities. For example, a study by Xu et al. Considered the following three factors as influence on behavior in online communities. The researchers believe that individuals who experience high group cohesion are even more likely to post in online communities. Additionally, the researchers posited that perceived risk in an online community can occur if the individual believes that sharing may result in performance, financial opportunity, or time, safety, social, and psychological loss. Finally, the researchers also explained that social capital generates a positive contribution in the online community to reduce social loafing behavior. These hypotheses were tested through the administration of an online survey. Xu et al. Found that social loafing is less likely in communities that have a high level of group cohesion. Social loafing is also negatively related to social capital factors such as social ties. Anonymity helps build stronger social connections in online communities. Also, expert level knowledge in the online post fosters a higher level of trust among community members. And finally, media richness can lead to higher perceived risk. Another study by Suleiman and Watson assigned 296 business students to individual and group settings with assigned general management in basket tasks, which consisted of several mini decision making tasks. Data was evaluated using an analysis of variance and discovered that individual participants outperform collective participants. Also, participants who receive self feedback outperform those who receive no feedback under the individual condition only. Additionally, participants receiving feedback from all group members outperform those who receive no feedback in any form under the collective condition only. And lastly, anonymity did not impact social loafing or completion of assigned task. In conclusion, applying social psychology theories to human computer interaction can help researchers identify influences on motivation levels and social loafing. For example, Benin et al. Discovered the powerful impact that perceived uniqueness and contributions can have to motivate users to post more movie ratings. Similarly, specific goals seem to be more of a motivating factor to users posting movie ratings. Research by Xu et al. Discovered that groups with higher levels of cohesion tend to socially loaf less, and factors such as social capital and anonymity can also help reduce social loafing. Some of the study results contradicted one another, but this could be due to limitations unique to each research project. As a whole, these findings suggest that there is a deeper understanding that can be found by applying social psychology theories to motivation levels in online communities. Thanks for joining.